So the Fever dropped more Caitlin Clark training footage, 13 minutes of it, unedited for the most part this time around. After the other one blew up, I mean, the short clip that they shared got 2 million views. This one is already blowing up as well, and it's an extended look, a glimpse, if you will. Let me say first, the Fever aren't going to, reveal all their cards. There are opposing coaches and opposing scouts out there, so they'll probably not show us everything. But I think in watching this footage, there are some takeaways as to what the specific areas of improvement Caitlin Clark is focusing on. And I'll take you through some of the video. I also have a piece up, Women's Fastbreak on SI, going through this in a little bit more detail. But each of these aspects of what I think Caitlin Clark is working on from this footage. As you can see, like early in the footage, there's some ball handling and quick passing away, but there's a lot of this, and it's tight dribbling. It's dribbling low to the floor and, under control. And what is that about to me? That is about making sure she can navigate the tight spaces, making sure that, she secures the ball a little bit more. Obviously, she led the league in turnovers, but Kyrie Irving is a player whose handles are the best I've seen. And he's also the best I've ever seen at operating within an elevator, if you will, like a tiny space. So I think that is the area of focus there for Caitlin Clark. Then they did a lot of work. I mean, there's more ball handling. That was clearly a big point of emphasis. And some shooting. These are just normal shots. But there was a lot of focus on the mid-range, as you can see there, and off-balanced shooting. And then here, also screen navigation. That was another area that I noticed. How she's going to wait, how she's going to read the play each and every time, depending on who's defending her. If she can wait a beat to keep the defender on her hip right here, like which keeps her, in a way where she can draw a foul or gain the advantage or continue to play through. And then the balancing work was something, and the off-balance finishing was another thing that was quite noticeable for Clark in this footage here, because she's going to have to play through contact. She's going to have to create her own space. She's going to have to finish through the contact and get to areas on the floor and be able to finish that the defense is forcing her to. In her rookie year, her pet shots were fading to the left on the three or hard dribbles to the right. To me, a lot of this is working on the in-between and being able to finish no matter what the defense is, right? There's a lot of that in this footage when it comes to those floaters and those kind of shots that she's taken and the mid-range. Be able to score at all three levels because the defense is going to want to take away what you do best. And that seemed to be a clear area of focus for Clark here in the workout. As you can see, a variety of floaters, push shots, things of that nature that she did in this footage here. And then there was one other, almost like it's not as if she really needs the work per se, and it's been known as a part of her game. But I also saw three-point shooting. Here's more of the off-balance finishing and the in-between finishing. So ball handling and that seemed to be the biggest areas of emphasis, along with reading the screens and reading the defense. But there it is. How do I finish through contact? How do I get it over you? But there's some coming up here, some three-point shooting from Caitlin. And look, Clark, it was known for her logo threes probably before anything else. But she did not shoot the ball as well in her WNBA rookie season as she did at Iowa. I would chalk some of that up to tired legs. I mean, the girl got no break between the college season and her first WNBA season. So tired legs could play in. But she's going to want to shoot the ball more efficiently than she did. And getting her form just right in the offseason is another area, I think, of probably focus. So what did we see from this footage? Again, read into it what you will. It's just some workout footage released by the team. Ball handling. Keep the ball tight. Navigate through tight spaces. Screen navigation. How do you read each situation? How do you read the defender? How do you navigate the screen? Do you wait a beat? Do you attack immediately? Those sort of read and react moments. Off balanced finishing. How do you finish through contact? How do you create space for yourself? Mid range. How do you get to areas on the floor that they're going to give up and make them pay for giving that up? And then 3-point shooting. Can you raise that percentage up a little bit to make yourself even more dangerous? I think that, about sums up what I saw from the longer video released by the Indiana Fever. And I mean, look, fans are fiending for Caitlin Clark content, for Caitlin Clark footage. She's back in her natural habitat, back in the lab playing basketball. And it's got to be a scary sight for the rest of the WNBA if she gets even better, because it's not as if she wasn't absolutely phenomenally elite as a rookie and arguably the best player in the league after the Olympic break. So you're starting from a very high place, but as Michael Jordan once famously said, right, the ceiling is the roof. And there really is no ceiling on Caitlin Clark's game because of her vision. I think that the thing that stands out the most to me is her court vision. And when you're able to shoot from deep the way she's able to shoot from deep, and when you're able to finish at the cup the way she is able to finish at the cup. I mean, she shot really, really well near the rim in her rookie season. And the way she can see the floor and dime you up, either full court with the outlet passes, if we're getting ahead, or in the half court off the drive when she gets into the paint. If she can then also finish in those in-between areas, there is really nothing you can do as a defense but hope the ball doesn't go in the basket. That's the level of greatness that Caitlin Clark can get to, where the defense's only hope is that she misses or that they force her into what they see as the least efficient return. But what did they used to say on SportsCenter? Can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them. That's basically where you already were with Caitlin Clark, but she seems to be working to make sure she really can't even be contained by anyone, especially if you got a new coach who's going to give you new looks, new game plans. You've got another year with Aaliyah Boston, likely Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hull, and then you've got the moves that the Fever can make in the offseason, whether it be free agency or the draft, to bolster the roster. But I just wanted to share some of my observations as a lifelong hoops head on what I think Caitlin Clark is focused on and working on, at least according to the footage that the Fever were willing to share with us. And I think a lot of Fever fans are thankful that they did indeed share that.